I'm gonna say it's Mia.
A tent!
No, a tent?
I could see a circus tent!
Mia!
It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me.
This is a busted OP power. Never kidnap a spirit medium. Oh my god.
So it was Maya that called you away.
She's locked in a dusty little room right now.
Wait, literally, all they needed to do was kidnap Edgeworth, and this entire problem would have been solved. Phoenix, we've kidnapped your lover. And it's like, you gotta do everything he says.
Not Edgeworth!
But then
Edgeworth.
Gumshoe totally would have come in clutch that time. He would not
would come
rest
in very
until
clutch.
Edgeworth was found.
He's already not resting. He worked through the night to get those bear receipts.
Now imagine if it was Edgeworth missing. Like, come on, we know how attached
There would be
he is.
no difference.
Alright.
Edgeworth has one speed.
You mean
What's
Gumshoe?
that?
It's as fast as he goes, or not at all.
Ah. But I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away.
That's true, Enthuse. Edgeworth was not at the gala. Couldn't
But
have
the
done it.
killer is a kidnapper and a killer. He can find where Edgeworth lives.
But he did it as like a quick thing. He kidnapped Maya at the gala. It was like right away.
I guess so.
Gumshoe! I have a hint! Is there a circus in town right now?
Yeah, you solved a murder at it
Yep,
like
there
a
it
week
is.
ago.
I was waiting.
There's only one, pal. The very big circus.
Maya is somewhere within 300-foot radius of the main tent.
Whoa, what? How the f this whole time you could have just told me where she is and you had me. I've run 10 miles today. I haven't stopped. I haven't slept. And you could have just told me?
Sorry?
Not a sec, pal.
Okay, I love how in-game Gumshoe doesn't question at all, and out-of-game Dylan Gumshoe questions a completely different thing. Doesn't question how he got the information, questions why he was keeping it from you.
Hey, draw a circle on that map. About a 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry.
And
And
I could see a mailbox under the window just outside.
Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox. Let me just put it on speaker at this point.
You
Okay.
really should.
What else?
What else? Mia!
I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. It felt like I was in an old
What the
office building, maybe the 3rd floor or so.
An old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck.
Ah!
Also, how the f does she know that? Okay, that's my next question. But I'm not gonna ask that one yet.
After you say
Don't
Maya.
let your battery die, okay, pal? I mean, I've been running around for all day, and if my battery's still going, I mean, yours should be fine.
These are old phones. They didn't die. Because you didn't use them. Yeah, Maya's not hurt, right?
She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved.
Dude, it's been days.
It's only been 2 days, though, so I don't know.
That is in fact days.
Gumshoe, please hurry!
I don't think you would get so starved that you're, like, passing out and that bad after only
Mia,
2 days?
Her only diet is cheeseburgers.
But she also
She doesn't
ate
actually have.
like a glutton right before she got kidnapped. So, you know.
She definitely has some reserves to work with.
The cheeseburger only diet doesn't allow a perfect balance of nutrients.
There
your
was
body
lobster
needs,
and
okay?
other stuff. Come on.
Looks like we're out of time. Are you all right, Phoenix?
It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this! I just have to make this trial last a little longer.
Alrighty.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, Dylan, I do find, even if it's not for the right reasons, that Phoenix is technically defending Matt and Guard as well as he
He
can.
took a while to get to it, but now he's doing it.
Ace Tooney. Like and subscribe.
Court will now reconvene.
DeKiller, the man who dekilled the victim, added this to his client.
Jesus Christ.
That was perfect.
From this, one obvious question arises. Why? Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand.
Alright, Dylan, your voice is free. You've done it.
Based.
Congratulations.
Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice.
Uh,
However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder.
I understand. At least it's a change of scenery from my jail cell.
Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews?
Of course I have.
You have seen it before.
That's right. It's only natural the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets?
Well, you see, if I turn the right pieces, it starts glowing, and then it leads me through a star map to Treasure Planet. But alright, I'll show you.
Why? Why does she...
I'm glad that you're actually choosing references I understand. It's not just these squeezed cheese again.
Well, I'm glad you understood that one. Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle.
Oh
If
my
you
God.
know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At the center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it.
You're right, I couldn't tell that, in fact.
I honestly had no idea. So this figurine, it's a container of sorts, is it?
Yes, looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree?
I mean, we all have a chest cavity, so really it's not that deceiving.
Yes, this is superb craftsmanship.
And the killer does know the proper way to undo a human being to put something
That's
inside.
true. His face was undone at least once
There
as well.
you go. Look at that.
There's our proof right there. Oh yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
That was a tiny little testimony. Jesus, what?
Looks like there really was something to that bear after all.
That was the tiniest testimony I've ever seen.
This is the testimony.
Yeah. No, it's just
Okay, so
Three
what's the correct
things.
order? Press all of them.
okay. I was
I
just
mean,
reading
you don't
it
have
again.
anything to lose.
Okay. And we're stalling for time.
It actually just counts how long you press. That's how you win this round.
Exactly. A puzzle. That's right.
But it looks like an ordinary figurine.
True enough. To people who don't know, I'm sure they'd never guess that this was a puzzle.
Just like they never guessed the statue was a clock. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly? Hold it! So you can take it apart? And how would one go about doing that? Well, you first turn its tail to the right, and then push it in.
Oh, yes, I see.
After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed.
Ooh, this is most interesting.
A boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again.
Oh my god, what's
This is some Goku instant transmission.
May- oh,
Jesus.
don't mind me. Go ahead and carry
What
on.
the hell?
I'm just gonna play with the evidence.
I think he's lost it.
So, what do you find after you take the puzzle apart?
Jesus Christ.
Whip, whip, whip,
That was like disorienting. Whip, 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 whip. And how do you know about this? I know because I was the one who bought it. It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland.
Then this was a present from you.
That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for Juan.
So it was a present from Miss Andrews.
I hope you enjoyed watching this episode of Ace Attorney. We play live once a week on Twitch and YouTube.
Thank you so much for the Giga Chads who became members. We really appreciate it.
If you like what you've seen so far, consider giving us a like, commenting, or subscribing for more content and chaos from us.
See you next time.